Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that intro. I don't know if I've heard. There's also that mini heart attack that my audio's shit again. Let me just check real quick. Oh, wait, the intro's still playing on stream. So, hi. This is officially the first day of Alone in the Mists, right? Woot 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 woot. And we have here, of course, Elijah, who will be our player for today. Say hello, Elijah. Hi, hi.
Hello.
Yes. We just gotta make sure that you're heard, like,
Am
in the
I
stream.
heard? Am I
You're
actually
blink.
heard?
You're blinking. I'm blinking. We just have. It's just a matter of checking the audio now on the stream. We're just gonna do a quick tech
Yay.
roundup. Wait, the intro's still playing. Okay, I can hear
Uh,
myself. Okay, let me just check yours. When the moment you blink, I'm just gonna listen real quick. Episode?
uh,
Oh, sorry for the background noise. You know, I'm near a highway, ambiance.
sorry,
Let's see.
it makes it so much more immersive.
Okay. Yes. There's even a topo. Yes. We just gotta
Uh,
make sure that you're heard. Like,
Am
in
I
the stream.
Whoa.
Okay, you're heard. You're heard. Okay, that's good.
Wildlife?
Okay, great.
Do
You're
I hear
heard. We're
wildlife?
heard. Okay, I think that's the end of the technical difficulty horrors that we went through for like almost 2 hours. We were supposed to
Yay.
start at 5, but now it's almost closing in on 6. So I'll probably, this is just a 2 hour stream. We're just planning to um, take it easy, take it easy, air quote, uh, with the storyline and the sessions. It's kind of like a short-lived campaign, as with most Curse of Strahd runs. You can, if you're consistent every week running it, you should be able to finish it in about 3 months, 2 months at least. So,
Fun.
this run, Alone in the Mist, is a celebration for the upcoming hardcover, the Van Richen's Guide to Ravenloft and the other Debbie Plains of Dread. And of course, Curse of Strahd is close to my heart, so I definitely wanted to run this on stream and you guys get to experience the story, but in a slightly different take because um, we're doing this solo level style where there's a lone hero, but not exactly alone. So we're gonna start with.
Oh.
We're gonna start now. We're gonna. Let me just play this real quick so that you can hear, and I'll make sure this is on a loop.
Hmm.
Let me just. Oh, I'm not connected to a voice channel, money. Oh, right. We're not on the VC. Right. Okay. Yeah. I'll just play this here then. All right. So, of course, the story starts in a more somber scene. We are found in one of the small cities of the Sword Coast, and there happens to be currently a wake. And in this wake, there is seems to be a mother that's there seems to be a middle-aged woman who is staring a thousand yard stare, almost catatonic, with a younger female, a lot um, almost in grief, clutching the middle-aged woman as they see what looks to be a a simple coffin made of wood, the simplest of woods that are found around these parts. And there are not much. people at the wake, sans a bit of the townsfolk. Um, the key townsfolk like Bobbin, the merchant, the four-leaf clover, who are currently playing a somber tune, and Tabitha, who was there to support the middle-aged woman who is named Henrietta. And amongst the group, can you describe what your character looks like, Elijah, in this scene?
Sure, sure. Blair is a 5'6" young woman. She's currently, I'd say, half a year off of her 18th birthday, and she has very long black hair. Parts of it essentially covers her face, has large purple eyes, and I'd say just wearing a regular loose shirt and essentially long red pants with boots on the end. And yeah, for the moment, that's what she currently looks like.
Alright. What is the current mood of uh, your character as you're currently in the wake of your recently departed brother?
I'd say, like, at the moment, Blair is more focused on mourning for her brother. Although there's still that tinge of just rage just on the back of her head, although she is very and doing a very conscious effort on suppressing that specific part. At the moment, she just wants to do her best to commemorate her brother essentially leaving the mortal plane and just grieving for him.
Just switch scenes real quick. So, uh, it is quite somber, and it is sometime in the morning that your brother is laid to rest. You can notice at least that your mother seems to be a lot more sunken, a lot more withdrawn, especially after realizing that it is a closed casket.
Mm-hmm.
This wake, no one was able to see your brother as he lays there, as there was barely not enough to put a like a presentable funeral. Like his body
Yeah.
would not be presentable in that way. Uh, you actually recall your mother howling as she demanded to see your brother as his body arrived. And despite much efforts, she did see uh, his fallen son. And there's no way to describe what was seen, and it's actually etched in your memory. Your your brother,
Mm-hmm.
Lachlan. Lachlan, is that correct?
Yeah.
Pronouncing? Yeah. So Lachlan, the last memory you had of him was a determined smile as he said that he would make his way to Daggerford, and that he would not take Isabel this time, who was rather eager for the trip. Uh, and usually, you or Isabel would take turns with Lachlan going to Daggerford. This time,
Mm-hmm.
and the last time you saw him, he went alone, knowing that your mother was currently having an episode and it would be best that the daughter stayed behind.
Yeah.
That was the last time you saw him alive, and the body that returned was almost like a carcass, less human. And while you were deep in your thoughts and your rage, you feel a hand touch your back. You turn and you see emerald green eyes, sympathetic ones, as you realize that it's Flora who approached you. She says nothing, but more or less to catch your attention as you are supposed to give the signal to the grave taker to more or less send your brother back into the coffin. The all eyes are on you currently, except your mother, of course, who is staring elsewhere.
That's all right. I'm going to first. I'm just gonna cup Flora's hand and just give her a firm nod. But before that, I'm going to slowly walk to my mother, put my arms around her and hold her tight, and essentially just grab Isabel's hand. Do the same thing. Blair would like to have her entire family together, as close to her as possible, and without really uttering much forward, Blair would pretty much just stare, or rather glare, at the person who will bring my brother to rest and just give him a very firm nod.
And the four-leaf clover gang, they don't play music this time,
Mm-hmm.
and you are surrounded by silence as you can only hear the cogs and the pulley of the rope groan and creak at the weight of the coffin being brought down 6 feet into the ground. Your mother takes a sharp breath and she starts to shake. You know that she's about to sob again as
Yeah.
the coffin is going down. Isabel is also shaking as you are holding her, and you see Lachlan's coffin fade out of view as he is sent down.
So
Eh,
I'll just close my eyes and hold both my mom and my youngest sister as close as I possibly can to me.
Alright. Uh, with that comfort, you start to see that everybody, as tradition, would take a bit of the soil and sprinkle it to the coffin. Um,
Hmm.
but they don't bother the family if they do that,
Yeah.
because more or less, you're left to your own uh, mourning state, and so moments after the burial was already finished. There's fresh soil, a mound of um, the smell of like fresh earth hitting you as you see this mound that covers the hole in which your brother is buried. The
Yeah.
gravekeeper is already done. He's like trailed away, and your friends remain. And you see Tabitha, an aged woman in her 60s, start to approach
Yeah.
you, and she says, I have not said this enough, but you have my sincere condolences.
I just nod and I just
If
go,
if there's anything you need, I understand that you care for the house, but should you need more assistance, do not hesitate to tell me or my brother. You actually notice, given your passive perception, that Bobbin is actually gone already. You don't know when he left,
okay.
but you know that he paid his respects. He was there, but you don't know when he. And
Yeah, that's fine.
Tabitha starts to leave now. She gives a
Okay.
soft pat to Isabella, and Isabella, still shaken, her eyes are puffy again as she cried once more, and Tabitha leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Your friends, fellow bards, they stick behind, waiting for you to give a go signal, if they should stay or if they should go.
I'll just walk close to Floor and pretty much just whisper in her ear. Give us a little bit. Give us a little bit of time, Flora. It's best that you guys go.
Right, right. Well, just be at the pub if you need anything. That's what Callum says. And Flora gives you a squeeze of the hand and she goes, yeah, uh, we're just gonna be at the pub. We can drop by the house if you want.
Yeah,
Or,
now we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Don't worry.
right. And you see slowly your friends with the occasional look back just to make sure in case you change your mind. They all start to leave, and you are currently alone in the cemetery grounds.
Mm-hmm.
And you see Isabella look up at you and take a sniff. She goes, "Yeah, I think we should bring Mother home."
To your right. Come on, Izzy. I'll just grab her hand, and yeah, I'll just lead her and come to Henrietta,
Um,
and yeah, I'll just slowly walk close towards her and just do my best to keep a look out for her mannerisms, just in case has a mental breakdown again.
yes. For now, she seems to be a lot more. This particular type of breakdown is more internal. It's
Yeah,
becoming more catatonic. When you actually tap her, she kind of breaks off her daze and she smiles at you. She says, "Oh, Blair, dear, such a strong child you are." And then you just see like there's this like vacant look in her eyes as she stares at you.
mom, mom,
Yes, yes, dear.
come on, it's time for us to go.
Yes, yes. Time for us to go. Lachlan will be
Come
waiting
on.
for us at the home.
Yeah, I'll just like sigh, exasperated. And I'll just nod slowly. I'm sure he will be, mom.
Ah,
Come on.
yes, yes. And she goes,
I'll
uh,
hold her hand. No, not her hand, her wrist.
okay.
So I'll use
She,
my right hand to hold her wrist. As not tight, but it's there just in case.
uh,
On my left hand, I'll just put it on Isabella's shoulder.
as you start to walk, Isabella tells you real quick, because you guys,
Yeah.
sure, but more or less, she tells you real quick that she'd like to grab something in the marketplace. She realized, given the sudden events, she was not able to prepare for supper, so she'll
It's
simply
no,
grab some
I'll
bread.
no, I'll grab her shoulder tight. I'll just look her in the eyes and go, "Nah, Izzy, it's fine. Let's bring mom home. All right.
Okay. Uh, so
First
I
thing
just
we'll do once we get home, bring her, bring her to rest, and then I'll come with you to the market. Is that fine?"
yeah. I was just worried, mother hasn't exactly eaten for most of the day. She hasn't touched dinner and but then again I didn't get to prepare, so you can tell she has that similar guilty look on her face um for not preparing a meal given the events.
Yeah. I'll just I'll let go of my I'll let go of mom for now. Kneel down and just, you know, cup my hands on Isabella's cheek. Just like look her straight in the eyes and just go, "Nah, no need. All right. You don't have to feel like it's your fault. We're a family now. All right. We gotta stick together. We gotta
Yeah,
stay strong."
yeah.
A
uh
good girl. Now just give her a pat on the head. Then I'll continue leading them both to the house back home.
all right. So it's a bit of a walk from because like you guys weren't able to more or less get a carriage of some sort. So more or less, it's a walk from the cemetery grounds to Tabitha's old place, uh, and you you start to see it feels a lot different, especially the cart that you guys had, the family cart has gone because Lachlan
Mm-hmm.
didn't come back with it. uh,
Yeah.
there's a lot more emptiness in the household as you guys enter, and you hear your mother go, Lachlan, Lachlan, where's the cart?
I'll just go bite my lip and just sternly call out, Mom,
Yes, yes, dear.
I think Lachlan's gonna take a while to get home. He's got a few errands to run in Daggerford. Don't think he really remembered to tell you, but he did tell me to pass on the message to tell you that, well, he'll probably be in Daggerford for like a couple of days.
Oh,
Got a few
oh,
emergency errands, unfortunately.
You start to see at the corner of your eye, like Isabella's looking away, knowing that you're kind of stalling the inevitable. Um, and you just see that your mother's smiling. That boy spending too much time outside. For all we know, he might run away with his new wife. I hope he'd never
Yeah.
forget us.
No, I'm sure he won't, Mom. And then just like pat her on the shoulder.
Yes, yes. Like, all right. And you see Isabella go, I'll go prep for dinner at lunch. I mean, and she just looks at you like, we should
I'll
bring
just
mom.
give her a nod. I'll give her a nod. I'll just go, all right, Izzy. I think you've got that covered. I'll take care of your mom.
Oh, all right. You see her take the basket, like usually for the marketplace, and she kind of darts off to the
Mm-hmm.
direction of the marketplace, and you are left alone with Henrietta.
Okay.
Where do you take
I'll
her?
just look at her and just go, Mom,
Yes, dear.
you don't mind if I clean. Look, I'll clean Lachlan's room, alright?
Uh,
The young
yeah.
lad keeps forgetting to keep his room tidy.
Ah,
Think it's best for me to, well, give it a sweep.
of course, dear. That'll be lovely for your brother. He'd appreciate this.
I'm sure he will. And like the entire time, I'm not looking at her. I'm just making my way towards Lachlan's room.
Yeah. You see her like
So I'm
she
gonna get a
stands there where
crate.
you left her. She's just there where you
Yeah,
left her.
I'm gonna get a crate, like a small, like a medium-sized crate.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Lachlan's room, and I'm gonna lock the door. And while I'm alone, Blair would like to cry and sob.
Yes. You give yourself a moment to
I'll
um.
do that for a while. Yep.
Okay, so it takes some time. You see that the marketplace is quite far from the house because the house is like a bit like farther from most parts of the town. It's kind of like an old house. You can hear the creak of the wood. You can hear the howls of the wind as it passes by through the cracks of the house. Very old, but
Mm-hmm.
it's been home for most of your life. You let yourself process what has happened as you were there when you actually saw the body. Um,
Yep.
I'd
It's
I'd
alright.
actually and
Lachlan.
I actually need you to roll for medicine just to try
Yay!
to
First
understand
roll.
what first roll of the day. Woo!
Ah, shit.
Let's go.
Doing roll 20.
Yep, yep.
Let's go.
I just realized my roll 20 got close
Don't
because I
worry,
shut down.
I'm crying.
Like, have you
7.
7? 7 or
I got
7?
a 7. It's a lucky
Ah,
number, and I like
quite unfortunate as you rolled for a low
7.
roll. Yep, rolled for a 7. Let's
5
so
plus 2 equals 7.
let's look.
Yep. Hey, I'm crying, alright? I'm crying.
Yeah, you're not
I don't need time for medicine
you're
checks.
you're as far as you
Not
can
in the mood for
tell.
this shit.
Yeah, it's a little more haunting and a lot more disturbing for you at least. Remembering the the body that was your brother. He wasn't whole.
Yep.
He was ripped apart, and you actually see eyes buried in this mass of flesh, and you couldn't even believe that was your brother until you realized the shade of the color of the eyes that were
Mhm.
sticking out. Like, yeah, that's Lackland. You couldn't process what it was. It just you just continue to cry more as you
Yeah,
remember the scene.
it's fine. I think Blair is not even gonna comprehend anything. She's just gonna cry.
Yeah, it's just like okay.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, I don't do crying.
yes, all the cryings. So
All the
yeah,
cries.
so yeah,
But yeah, I mean, like, look, after like a while, she'll pull herself together, and then
like
she'll proceed to what she wants to actually do, which is to clean up Lachlan's room.
yes, you start to process it, and you eventually get to cleaning.
Yeah.
You know, it's you don't get to like there's nothing much in Lackland's place. It's quite a simple
Come
boy.
on. Yeah, it's like, he's a 12-year-old. Come on. Fuck, he's got it. There ain't no
Yes,
PS5s yet this year.
yeah. Quite unfortunate. He tried to be a big boy. Um,
Oh, he did. Oh, my
he did
boy.
try. He tried to be a big boy and take on the ride to town on his own because he was a boy and he could handle it.
Yeah.
And
Boys will be boys.
quite unfortunate that he didn't make it. And
Yeah.
you realize that you'd probably need to get the cart from Daggerford. There's no one else who you wouldn't want Isabella to get it.
Mm-hmm.
That's so far the train of thought, seeing as you lost your only means of transportation around town.
Yeah.
And so far, yeah, that's been like you start to cry, and then
I
you start to
cleaned the
clean
room.
out you
Yeah.
start to clean up the stuff. You start to put it all in the crate, and it's an empty room now. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
where do you head to afterwards?
I mean, like, how long has it been? So I cried and I
Probably
cleaned the room.
probably a good like a good half hour.
Half hour. Okay. I'll go down and check on my mom. Like, is she still standing there? Is she right? Mom, you
Alright.
right?
So
Are you on your meds?
just as you just as you step just as you step out, let me change the music. Real 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 fun stuff.
Yes. Give me the fun stuff. Come on.
Wait.
Has the fun stuff commenced?
Yes, the fun stuff. Oh wait, this one.
Good.
As you open the door to Lachlan's room to step out, you actually see your mother standing at the door, her eyes wide.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I was just like, just knee jerk reaction. I kind of just, what do you call this? Jump back a tiny bit. And it's just, fuck me, mom. What are you doing?
She starts to go. She goes, "They're coming. They're coming."
Wait. Is this one of her episodes? Come on.
You,
Is this one of our episodes?
I'll need you to roll for insight with advantage.
Alright. Come on. Fuck's sake. Let's go.
Let's see.
Oh, bruh. Dirty 20.
Let's see. Let's
Dirty
see.
fucking 20.
Oh, nice, nice, very nice. So you got a 20.
Yeah, not natural. It's just a dirty.
It's down and dirty.
Yeah,
yeah.
boy.
More or less. I moved. I accidentally moved stuff in the in OBS. So yeah, you got a dirty 20, and you realize this is different.
Oh, okay.
This isn't her usual breakdowns. She looks a lot more alert. She looks like she's kind of lucid, and she's staring you down. And she goes, "They're not gonna take you, Blair. Whatever you do, they're not gonna take you."
I mean, alright. Like, look, mom, calm down. Alright, now come in the room. I'm gonna grab her wrist, just pull her in the room, and I'm gonna slam the door shut and lock it so that whatever the fuck's gonna happen, she's not gonna run out.
All right. So you
And
close
I'm
the
gonna
door.
put my back on the door so that it's extra safe.
And just extra so your mom doesn't go. Like you see her like start to look around the room, almost as if she's seeing something else. And
Mom, now look at me, Mom. What seems to be the problem? Like, how about let's start there?
she goes,
Now, who's gonna take me? Nah, seriously.
He knows you exist.
Like, who fucking knows I exist? Like, a lot of people knows I exist, Mom.
You see like this maddening look in her eyes. She goes, I fought myself out of there. You're never going there. It ends with me. And she starts to see her like hyperventilating, and she starts to look around for things. And
okay.
oh
no,
she's trying to look for some
I'm
sort
gonna.
of weapon. Like you can tell, like she's looking for
Oh,
something to
fuck.
grab.
I know. At this point, I know where this is gonna go. I'm gonna forget about the door. Screw the door. I'm gonna grapple my mom. Nah,
Okay,
she ain't gonna know.
okay, that'll be a strength check. I'll roll.
Yeah, screw it. Let's do it.
I'll
Oh.
roll. She got a 2.
Oh, she got a 2? Fuck yes.
So you get
Come
a 1.
on,
No
please.
joke.
6, yes. Woo!
You
I may
kind
be a
of
skinny girl, but it's fine. I can handle mentally impaired as patients.
yeah.
Don't worry.
The way you grapple her is like not enough to be very tight and restricting, but you get to hold her, and then like she starts to look around, and like you see that she starts to like her lucidity. Like this is a different kind of breakdown. It's like she's seeing something you're not seeing.
Yeah.
And
I'll look around to do my best to follow where she's looking.
She
While at the
seems to
same
be
time trying
she
to
seems to
slow
be
her down.
looking at the door, and you see her you see her hand go over to her like her belly side, her bosom, and she goes,
Huh.
like she just like you see her classic, you're not gonna take her, like she's just shaking as she's looking at the door.
I'm just gonna weirdly look at the door. I'm gonna look at my mom again. I'm gonna. Can I roll another grapple check to restrain?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it. She rolls first.
Yeah.
I want to see the DC.
Let me see the DC. Let's see what this woman get for.
Fuck yes. Nice.
She's a frail woman.
Come on.
She doesn't have.
Come on. Oh no. Disregard that though. That was like an acrobatics check. Athletics. There you go. That's the one.
Okay.
Oh, you piece of shit!
1!
No!
Yeah, boy!
To be fair, in my defense, it was supposed to be an evolution from a grapple to restraint, so I'm still grappling her, right?
Yeah, but she more or less like you can tell
Fuck's sake.
you can tell her panic and
Yeah.
she kind of breaks off and
for fuck's
she
sake,
backs
Mom.
away. She kind of backs away into the wall,
Yeah.
And you just basically, she just says, "You're never gonna take her." She just continues to you start see like she says like, "Blair is mine." Like she starts shouting your name, and you're starting to panic because like I mean at least this is your mom's kind of freaking out in a different way.
That's right. I'll just cast Charm Person on her.
Yeah. Oh, as she's doing that,
Yeah.
I need you
Yeah.
to make a whiz save.
Oh, wisdom save. I like those. Wisdom save. Yay. I'm gonna change. I'm not gonna roll in roll 20 anymore. Roll 20 is bull crap. 3
Oh, okay.
is bullshit.
Okay.
You
Feel
know
free to
what?
roll.
I'll roll in roll 20. To
This
be
is fine.
fair, I am panicking. Alright?
Yeah, you don't know what's happening, and then for a moment, you hear a soft hiss, like a. It's not like a hiss. It's more like a sigh, like a kind of sigh,
Ah.
like some. You felt like there was something behind you.
Okay. If that's the case, I spin around to
Um,
confront whoever the fuck made that
when
sound.
when you make a turn, you could have sworn you were staring into what looks to be blood red eyes and a smile that sends like a chill down your spine,
Yep.
and then you just hear that goes ah, and you see your mom trembling, like it's almost as if talking to this entity as she goes,
Yeah.
"She'll never come to you," and you see the man go, "Oh
Nah,
really?"
serious. Nah. I mean, knee jerk reaction. Finally see the person trespassing into my mom's home after, you've been through the ringer. I would like to make a bite attack on ya boy. Like
Go ahead.
actual vampire fang attack, by the way.
Yeah, go ahead. It's like instinctual.
Yeah, fuck you guys. Come on. I'm having a really fucking bad day right now. 17.
Oh yeah.
I'm angry.
It kind of like it was. You don't know, like you don't know why, but there was like the threat that's in front of you, made you bite. The
Yeah.
odd thing is, when you bit, there was something physical. Like your teeth sank into his arm, like, and you see him like look at Henrietta and says, "Have you told her yet of what she is? She'll
Yeah,
come
I
to
mean,
me for answers." He goes, and you hear this like sinister laugh, like a
uh,
and
I'll just like stare him down. Just go, look, look, Mike. I don't know who the fuck you are, but you're trespassing in our property. And also, would you do me a favor and don't tell anybody that I tried to bit your fucking neck?
no, just as you were saying that, suddenly, Isabella goes, um, "Blair, mom," and you
Oh
immediately
no.
don't. As you were shouting that, the figure is not there. Your mom has collapsed on the floor, shaking, and your mouth. There's. You could have sworn you sank on something, but there's nothing on your mouth right now. As you were
That's
shouting,
alright.
that says, bite into someone's what?" Like you hear your sister start to panic, like, "Bite into someone's what? What's going on?"
Uh, hmm. Hmm. Not before that. Mom first. I'm gonna drag a mom onto, no, Lachlan's bed. Put her there for a bit and let her aerate and cool off.
Yes.
I'll ignore Isabella's cries for now.
You see her like she's panicking. She's like the door's open and you're shouting at something, and uh, she couldn't understand what you were saying. At least she was just confused, and your mom looks up to you with like this fearful gaze. She goes,
Hmm.
"Don't Don't go into the mists. He'll call to you there.
Mom, Mom, I don't know what the fuck is happening or what you're talking about. First things first, I'm gonna take you to the bed and you're gonna rest, okay? I'm sure this is all some kind of just hallucination due to the stress that we're experiencing. So try to breathe in and breathe out slowly. Then we can think this through together. And then I'm sure we can find a very real and rational explanation for all of this. As I'm, saying that I'm, but, picking her up, slowly making our way to the bed and putting her down, and, you know, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, you start to just see that she kind of reverts back to her like catatonic state after like an episode. Like she kind of
Yeah,
just gets fatigued, but you can still see the fearful eyes as if pleading, but she's just too tired. Like her body's already
yeah.
giving up. But you can see like the pleading eyes, and she just says, "The mists. Don't go to the mists. The mists."
Look, all right. I promise you, I'm not gonna go to the mist.
Right, and eventually she lulls herself to sleep. Um,
Okay.
she like gives out and passes out, and now you more or less after that you just see Isabella's a bit nervous outside. She goes, "What's going on?"
Yeah. I'll just take a peek outside slowly, see her, and then I just go. Well, uh, well, a little bit of look. Let's just say your big sister's stressed. Really, really, stressed. And yeah, but I'm just seeing things honestly. It's getting really hard to, keep a level head. And sometimes you start to see things that really shouldn't exist. That makes sense?
I guess.
Yeah, so look,
Maybe you should rest or.
nah, I'm fine, don't worry. Do you have do you have everything from the market?
Yeah, yeah, I got a bit of bread and I got enough for a bit of a stew.
Alright,
I'll make sure
how
mommy
about
eats when she wakes up.
nah, don't worry.
What did you say about biting someone's neck? That's confusing.
Ah, well, look. Sometimes when you're angry, Izzy, you start saying things that, just comes into your head and, you just get too emotional. You know, ever heard of this term called a hyperbole?
No?
Well, all right. Oh, it's like when you're trying to exaggerate something to prove a point. So when I say, you know, I'm gonna bite someone's throat out, I'm just spewing. All right, I'm just really fucking angry, but I don't really mean it.
Uh,
Yeah.
I get. Okay, just maybe you should rest. I mean,
Ah,
you
yeah,
know,
nah.
you know what
I'll
happens
help
to
you out,
mom.
boss.
You know, maybe we all get the thing that mom has if we don't
I'll just,
rest.
I'll just smile and just like pinch her cheeks.
Ow!
Nah, don't worry. Nah, it ain't gonna happen. Well,
I
I'll make sure it ain't gonna happen to either of us. All right.
I hope so.
All right. Now, how about you help your big sister Blair? We'll prepare some dinner for me, you, and your mother.
She starts to quietly prepare.
Okay.
You're still reeling from what transpired. You're
Mm-hmm.
not sure what that was, but I mean,
Yeah.
you bit into something solid. You know, you bit into someone, and you start
Mm-hmm.
as you're going about preparing. Do you actually stay with Isabella, or do you plan to have a bit of a
I let
walk?
her prep. No, I'll let her prep. I'm gonna change my pants and my shirt to something more new because we've been through the rain, and that's not nice. So after a change of clothes, I'm actually gonna stay for a bit and watch over Isabella. Actually, no, no, I will actually stay in the house. I'll make sure that she prepares supper, and most importantly, make sure that my mom's not gonna, chuck a hissy fit.
Yeah, so far, your mom slept for most of the day. Your sister was
Okay.
able to make stew. Um, I'll actually roll on how well she makes the stew.
Oh, Master Chef? Is she a
There's
mess?
a
No.
media. Oh, she
No,
put
no, no,
the.
no, 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 no. Can she have advantage? Because I'll help her out. Big sis is helping out in the
Okay,
kitchen.
all right.
Oh, for fuck. Izzy, please. God damn it. It's alright.
She put too much
She's
salt.
10.
She put
She's
too much
10.
salt.
It's good. That's good. That's good. It tastes great. We'll
Roll
put
for
more rice. It's alright.
deception.
No, no,
Deception.
we'll put more rice. It's alright.
She's just it's a kind of like a really salty chicken broth soup with a lot of onions. Like it's like an onion soup with a lot of salt.
So it's
And
it's essentially just onion broth with chicken.
with more like MSG filled
Oh,
bit of
nice. No, no, no. That's good. That's a university student's dinner right there. Anyway.
so yeah, you start to like she starts to make stew and she goes should we wake up mother to let her eat or should we just feed her when she wakes up?
No, I reckon just let her rest.
All right.
Look, Izzy,
Yeah.
how about how about you watch over mom? I'm just gonna go for a little stroll back to town. I need to talk to a few of my mates.
Sure. Yeah, I can handle it. I can handle mom.
Just give her a pat, and I'll just go. Is it sundown?
I know. You
Not yet.
guys went to the cemetery
Yeah,
early
went to
like early
cemetery.
morning. It's
Okay.
lunchtime, so it's
Early.
after lunch.
After lunch. Okay, I'll just go. I'll be back before sundown.
You see her like start to grip uh your hand. That's what Lachlan said the last time.
All right. How about I'll be back before late afternoon? How about that?
Just come back, okay?
I will. Don't worry. Now, come on, scoot. I'm just gonna pat her in the back and just, gently nudge her forward. But before I leave, I'm actually gonna gear up.
Superhero gearing.
Yep.
Alright. So you
I'm
start
gonna
to
spend 10, 15 minutes just getting my gear.
okay. So while you're getting your gear, let me just check the chat real quick. Uh,
Okay.
there's a guy, a person, anime creates 556. He says, "Greetings, Lady DenMother and player Blair. Dan,
Hey.
is that you?" I guess they're commenting on what's happening. The first roll, oh my goodness. um,
Papa.
they also
Is
typed
that
an
you?
introduction as the cold, dense fog follows through the branches of the dead forest. A lone silhouette appears with glowing eyes, full of mystery and a hidden rage. Nice. Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Thank you for that, Anime Craze 556. All right. So, you've taken your gears,
Yes.
and uh,
I'm a strong, independent woman, and I'm not gonna be afraid of no monster.
all right. Oh, just to
Oh wait,
check.
clarifying question. So did the charm person went through? I don't think so, because she didn't
No,
make a
no,
wisdom save, right?
no. You
Okay, so
didn't
I still have
have
my spell
to.
slots.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay. You still
I
have your
still have my
spell
spell
slot.
slots.
Yes. Yeah, you
Good,
spared yourself of spell slots.
good, good, good.
So, right now, uh, you are heading to what part of the village? You're kind of like in.
I mean, I need my boys. I need the boys. The 4-leaf clover. I'm gonna go to the pub. or the
Alright.
tavern.
Okay. The name of the tavern. Uh,
I don't think. I don't know.
Insert generic tavern name here. My brain was thinking of one tavern, but I feel like it's a copyright. I was like thinking Silver Unicorn. No wait, that's in
Oh, what? Silver unicorn.
so
That's schmancy pansy.
no, that's Lord of the Rings. Let's just go for the name is Linda's. It's owned
Linda.
by yes, Linda's.
Linda.
It's
Yeah.
owned by a woman named Linda. She's known for her mead. She has the finest mead, at least in that part of like most of the rural parts. She's known for her mead. She makes her own homegrown fermented mix of wheat and barley and different kinds of crop to make the finest mead in town.
Okay. Uzi.
All right.
I'll just
Let me
food.
go make some tavern mead.
Yay. The tavern. Uh,
All right. In the tavern now. Yep, it's a lot cheerier in here. You see halfway through, your friends are in the middle of a performance.
it's alright. I'll
And
let them perform.
yeah, you see them like doing their they're kind of like a the way they move is very synchronized. Because like they've been
Yay.
performing for quite a while. It's kind of like a band of sorts. Like they're kind of like a
Yeah.
like, it's really like a. I think they were all related from what was
Yeah.
the
No,
lore.
they're quadruplets.
Yeah, so you see them all performing. They're all synchronized with their movements as they're doing the bops, and there's like clapping, in
Yay.
the tavern, like, and after their show, like some of them doing the tambourine and stuff, they all make a bow. Some people throw a bit of coin. It's not gold usually. It's usually in silver and copper, but you know they don't complain. Beggars can't be choosy.
They paid them 5 cents.
They throw a few coppers, they throw a few silver. They were able to garner at least for that set that they did almost 2 gold. So it's not bad.
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of coins. Holy crap.
Almost 2 gold. So
That's a lot of coins.
immediately, as they look up, they see you, and immediately Elsie, with a side bun, she rushes to you.
Side bun, bro.
Yeah, the side bun girl. She says, "Oh my god!" And she glumps. Like, okay, is the sad time over? I know. I'm sorry. I'm really like I just wanted to ask.
Not really. I'm just here to get some fresh air. Also, just wanted to visit you guys. See what's up.
Well, you know, just few sets, a few gigs here and there. Wanted to travel, but it's starting to get a bit scary, if you know what I mean. The one that's speaking is Macy. He kind of like butts in on the conversation, like, you know, we were supposed to do another gig in another town, but yeah, it's kind of getting scary. You know the town that we're gonna perform, and you see all the three of them look like menacingly at Macy, like, don't. And they're like, what? She's gonna find out anyways.
Yeah, I'll just like look at the group. Just like, nah, it's alright. Yeah, just shoot.
It's good.
Where you guys going after this?
Well, we were supposed to go to Daggerford. They kind of trail off with that.
Nah, I just smile.
It's good. And then you see Elsie like smacks the back of Macy's head, like, you idiot! God damn it! I'm sorry.
Nah, I just like wave my hand. Nah, it's alright. I mean, I'm sure Daggerford's gonna be a fine place.
Not right now. You see Flora butt in. I think it's a good thing we didn't fall through with it.
is there anything wrong in Daggerford? I mean,
I
man,
mean,
I just
uh,
trail off.
yeah, I'll need you to roll for a general perception check for the rumors that your friend probably heard. I'll give it,
Yay.
I'll give it, cause like they're kind of telling you the rumors. I'll give it an advantage.
15.
All right, decent enough. They, you see, like all of them, like in their like their gossip mode right now. They start to
Huh?
in. See, your brother, may he rest in peace. He's not the only one who died in Niagara. There's been a lot of murders, if you know what I mean. Kind of
Moides.
weird.
Some of the Moides.
Yeah, it's kind of good that we didn't go there because apparently there was just some bodies being found around the Daggerford forest. They're pretty messed up. I didn't get to see it. I just heard really nasty things, and it's been happening quite recently.
I
And
just thought,
the roads aren't
listen.
safe right now.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you really shouldn't go there, I reckon. Unless
Yeah,
you're looking for a fight. Or, I don't
I
know,
mean Daggerford.
you hunted some monsters, I guess.
I mean Daggerford. It has good stuff. It's like it's a lot bigger than our town. It's like one of the major villages, and it has kind of has access to like the roads. They're kind of like a hot pot, which but it's kind of like yeah, it was dangerous because we were gonna about perform in the inns there, but yeah, word's been going around. There's been way too many people showing up dead. Most of them are travelers. There are residents as well, but ever since the initial deaths, people have been staying indoors and never really going out. Pretty messed
Right.
up.
I mean, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that bad. If you guys stay, I mean, you can ask Linda. You know, maybe she can hire you guys as regular performers here. I don't think it's a bad idea. You guys have quite the audience already. I mean, I just look around and point at like some regular, guests or
And
fans
then
that
he
they
tells me
already
there's some
have.
fangirls like going, ah! Like,
And
oh.
yeah, I just nod my head towards them. Yeah, yeah, and then I just point. Yeah, nah, prime example right there. You can guess
Callum
much
kind of
cash as you
Callum kind
can
of
from those
politely
kinds of girls.
yeah, and you see Callum and Macy like just politely wave at the fangirls, and they're like, ah!
Oh, who the fuck? Yeah, nah, I'll slap Callum's butt.
Oi, hey,
What? You should enjoy the attentions from the Sheilas, mate.
I guess. And you see some of the girls like staring daggers at you for what you did to Callum. Like, oh my
Oh,
god.
I'll just give him the finger. Nah, I'll just give him the fucking finger. Fuck you guys.
You see all of them like, oh my god. It's like that's the crazy woman's kid, right? Oh my god, stay away. And they see them start to move away, and start
That's
whispering
alright.
them. And it's like
Oh, that's good.
you see all the entire gang just looking at the group and saying, I think yeah, we're probably gonna try to find a different town. Probably not Daggerford. I mean, we can go a different direction somewhere in Sorkin. Probably we'll go down to Waterdeep or whichever the road takes us. You know,
I mean,
not Daggerford though. Sounds
look. I mean, I'm sure you guys will be fine in Waterdeep. It's the safest place as far as I reckon.
yeah, but though we can't be doing any crazy stuff there. Rules are
Oh, I mean,
rules.
yeah, yeah, nah. I mean, that's just part of the game.
All right. Uh oh yeah. Um, by the way, out of character, would your
Yes.
friends happen to know that um, you're trying to stay away from that certain person? Is that a personal secret?
Who? Which one? Which person?
Part of your backstory. You told me to make an NPC, and I just wanted to know if your friends are aware of
Oh, like
this.
yeah, they probably would. Blair would probably tell them.
Yeah. So immediately, one of them, since you rolled a really good rumor, just wanted to give you a heads up.
Yeah,
You remember Mal? Mal.
I don't remember Mel. I
Uh,
mean, from which specific Mel are we talking about?
the one you kind of stole a lot of money from. Like that was like one of your biggest steals, and then we found out he's like the Duke of Daggerford.
It's, oh yeah, no, that boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, far
He
as I'm concerned, I never met him, and I am not interested in meeting him.
yeah.
Not now, not in the future.
True, true. Here's the thing though. Uh, he's not acting Duke anymore. Which I guess is
Right.
good news. The one that's running Daggerford right now is his sister, Morrowind. So, um, and apparently there's like some, they're kind of like hiring adventurers to, kind of check out forests, which is kind of crazy. I mean, who would risk their lives for that kind of knowing how the bodies turned up? No, no offense, but yeah, I
No,
heard
it's
more
alright.
when I
I get
heard
it.
the Duchess put up pretty fine gold. I think I heard it was about 250 gold up front.
Alright, and this bounty is for?
No, it's just more or less trying to do some investigations on what's about the murders in the town.
Yeah. Well,
I think
how about, have you heard anything about this Morrowind fella?
um
Like, what's she like? She
I
like,
mean
is she a straight, honest, good person, or is she like Mill? You know, will
Mel
probably
Mel's
stab me in the back.
no, Mel, he's still apparently like last we heard he's been looking for that one person who mugged him and uh who kind of mugged him. And they all look at you like,
Nah, I just
yeah.
laugh. I just laugh.
Morwen can't say. Heard she's pretty hot though. And she
I
knows
just
how to
like,
wield a sword, man. Sword.
I just nod. Sword, Roy.
Not just a rapier, by the way. Not a short sword. But two
Oh
long
yeah.
swords. Apparently
Nah,
she's a
so
dual wielding fighter.
I'm sure she knows how to wield a fucking sword, mate.
Yeah, it's pretty pretty nice. I'd like to get a meter, but I don't want to go to Daggerford, man. It's like it feels like you're gonna die there, you know? Like especially with what stuff's happening. And then you see like everybody smacking the back of Macy's head again, like he can be insensitive sometimes. I'm sorry, Blair.
Nah, it's alright. I get it. I mean, hi.
But,
Hormones raging. I'm pretty sure he's already cracked the fat one right now.
yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, somebody
So,
called. Uh, hmm. Ayoi? Everybody heard that Facebook ring.
I heard that one.
Like, oh well, rip. So,
The sending spell is acting up.
yep, the sending spell went straight to somewhere else. Uh, Ayoi?
Tell me when you're good.
Yep. I'm so annoyed.
It's alright.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. Anyways, sorry. That's a
Yep,
great thing
that's all
about
right.
live streams. Stuff happens and I have no control over it.
It's
But
all good.
anyways, more
Yeah,
or
I'm
less,
gonna turn to Flora. Fuck. No, that's not. That was not part of the character. That was me.
more or less, you see Flora's like, I apologize for my sibling. They can be a
Nah,
bit.
you're right. Don't worry about it, Flora. Go a question though. Do me a favor, please.
Yeah. What is
I
it?
reckon you got any more books? Well, specifically about. Well, I'm gonna describe your boy trespasser who just suddenly went into my fucking house and did the JoJo laugh at me.
Uh,
I'm gonna describe his
did the
history.
JoJo laugh? So you're telling me to find you a book about some boogeyman with red eyes.
Right, specifically that. You are precisely correct.
Uh, you did you get any sleep?
I mean, do I look like I always get any sleep, love?
Point.
Nah, I'm dead serious here, Flora. Like, it will be a big favor for me if you can get, some books. Not a lot of books, just some, alright? Look, I've just been curious.
Uh, uh, I'm worried about you. Mm.
Nah, you don't need to worry about me, I'll be fine. And then I'll just, put my arms around her and just ruffle her neat hair.
Ah, my hair! I was like, I look. You're going through a lot of things, and I'm just worried. Okay, I'm your friend, and like friends can worry about friends. Especially if they just went through some. You know, it didn't seem like you were crying at the burial. It's kind of worrying.
I'll just scratch my head and just goes, nah. Look, sometimes you gotta, you know, look strong, especially for Izzy and Mum. It's not all the time that I have to cry in front of them, alright? Like, I think at this point it's best that they have someone to look up to. Lachlan's, gone. And
How soon do you
I
need the
think it's
books?
brr, hmm. Can you do it by tomorrow?
Not that fast, but if you want that kind of speed, I know somebody.
Ah, I
Well,
mean,
more or less a weird group of people. Found them
well,
along
I've
the
seen my
road.
collection of weird blokes in the past, so I don't mind meeting these guys. Although I would say, I wouldn't mind if you delivered the book tomorrow either.
No, I don't have that time. I mean, the books that you're kind of looking for would require me to go much further, which would take more than a few days.
Alright,
But,
alright.
the lesser extent for that maybe is okay. There's like a bunch of weird people. I mean, like I call them weird because I haven't seen them in most parts. And the weird thing is, they're actually stationed just outside of Daggerford.
Right. So you, so right now you're asking me to, go through the same forest where we've got mutilated bodies and
No,
where my
no, it's
fucking
they're not.
brother
They're
was
not in the
destroyed.
forest. They're outside of the town. Is what I'm saying. They're not in the forest. Good lord, why would they be in the forest? I just heard they were heading. They were like heading outside of Daggerford, and they're stationed there right now. And they had weird books somewhere up your alley, and they
Right.
seem a lot closer compared to Candlekeep.
And so you're telling me you haven't met these people, right?
I actually have. There's actually a cookie lady. There. She had cool cards, and she kind of read my fate. Apparently, I'm gonna be
Right.
heartbroken.
Well, I mean, all I can really tell if you are gonna get heartbroken is, well, there's plenty of fish in the sea, love.
It's more or less they said the heartbreak's gonna come from someone I deeply care about, and this doesn't sound too promising. Oh, they also said I might get rich, and something about um something about shoes. I can't tell. And I also got like some sort of charlatan um weird card. It's fun stuff.
Right. Well, I look, I deal with weird cards myself, so maybe I'll see for myself how good this Sheila is.
Yeah,
Wouldn't mind saying good day to her.
yeah, sure. I mean, we could go with you because it's like not exactly in Daggerford, you know. It's just outside, so we can all
Right.
go together.
Well, I mean,
Unless you're
what
planning to
time do
walk
you
from
guys want to
here,
leave?
like
Because,
unless
well, I have to.
like we can go first thing in the morning.
Yeah, yeah, I can do that. Right. Nah, nah, I can do that. Right,
Yeah,
first thing tomorrow morning, meet up here.
yeah. Actually, no. Meet us, like at the entrance leading out to town.
Right, too easy. Well,
Right.
before that, can you tell me the name of this Sheila with me?
Oh, the cookie old lady. Um,
Right, that one.
yeah. She called herself Madame Eva.
All right, easy enough. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I think I'm quite pleased with
Would you
these
like
turn of
a
events.
Would you like a drink? One for the road.
Just smile. I'll give her a shit-eating grin. Just go, fuck yes. You
Right.
didn't have to say. You didn't have to say more. Just need to say drinks.
All right. So you all get a fresh serving of Linda's mead. Tastes pretty
Yay!
nice. Linda's mead, the
Well,
finest
nice.
mead in the land.
Give me a good old pint. Give me a pint, my.
Yep, it's a decent pint. It's not as strong as dwarven ale, but it still has a kick.
Yay!
You're safe. It's mead. So,
So good.
you basically take one drink. Your friends continue to drink, and they start their set.
Yeah,
Um,
it's alright. Once they start their set, I'm gonna leave and yeah, skip bid goodbye. I'm gonna go to Bobbin.
and by the
The old
way, as you were
yeah.
leaving, you see like Flora's eyes following you, as you leave.
Okay, okay. I just nod and just give her fine like one last wave, and then yeah, I'll just go to Bobbin.
All right. So, Bobbin.
My boy,
My boy Bobbin.
me old
Um,
mate, Bobbin.
so, you more or less see, like he's one of the like kind of those hole in the walls in the marketplace. It's you kind of have to be looking for his wares to find him specifically.
Yeah, that's
Um,
alright. Nah,
you actually get to his stall and you realize he's um
not there.
uh no, he's there.
Okay.
He's kind of like scrunched up, like he's taking some record. He doesn't look
Okay.
up from his record as he goes, "You gonna stare there, or are you gonna tell me what you're doing here?"
Nah, I'm just here to say goodbye. What?
And see, it still continues to write. but you know that he noticed your presence even if he's not looking. Uh,
That's all right. I'll just like grab a chair and just put it beside him.
um,
So, Bobbin,
yes,
just wanted to ask.
if it's money, you're gonna have to work
No,
for
it's
it
not
like
about
most
money.
people.
Fuck me, mate. You always have to assume it's all about money, you fuckwit.
You just see him like, it's always about the money. Well, why else would we be here? Uh, Gold,
Alright,
silver, we all kill for it. We all
look, I'm
steal
just
for
here.
it.
I'm just here to fucking ask a question, mate. Alright? He's on the other end, mate. Look, I just wanted to ask. Look, I'm meeting with, with me friends. So with this, what do you call that? Uh, Madame Eva, something like that. And I just wanted to make sure maybe you, I don't know, heard of rumors, from the blokes coming in and out. I don't know. Is this person legit? Like, I'm not gonna go there and get my fucking guts ripped out.
You see him pause on writing as you uh, more or less mention that Madame Eva, and he goes, "You want to mess with gypsies?"
Ah, so she's one of those people, right? Nah, I mean, I'm just gonna go there, you know, see how she handles her cards. Want to see if I'm better. If she is better, well, I guess I'm gonna have to, you know, do my best to learn by, well, looking at how she does things. If not, well, I guess I'm better than her then.
Hmm. Uh, you you see like there's just a bit of concern on his face.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure there is. Uh,
He says, "I'll tell you this much, coming from someone who's been here for a long time. They're quite different. They appear every once in a while. They're a bit nomadic. They stay within themselves and their kind. I am sorry to say I do not know much of them. Which poses
nah,
as a threat, knowing that I don't know them. They don't
well, I
stay in
guess it's my
towns.
job to gather a little bit of information then.
Probably, perhaps. They don't hang around town, so for me, as long as they don't mess with my business, that's fine. But
Or,
I have heard that Morwen has seen them as some sort of trouble. Since their appearance, it just so happens that when they appeared, deaths have been happening more often than it should. I'm not blaming them for the deaths of what has happened to most of the people in Daggerford. That is still a mystery. But it leaves you to wonder, what are they doing here? Why haven't they
right,
settled?
well, I'm sure if I ask her up front, she'll probably say something about that. Anyway, one last question.
What is it?
I'll describe to him my boy Boogeyman, trespassing creep who barges in our room in our house and you know laughs and says it's just a prank, bro, and just fucking vanishes.
It seems you have nightmares during the day. Doesn't say much about your mind. Have you been resting?
Yeah, I'm just gonna scratch my head at this point. I think yeah, Blair kind of just gets the message that people are just gonna call her crazy if she keeps going.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. Actually, I've been resting quite a lot. Actually, I actually feel real fucking swell, mate.
Like you realize, every time you mention about this thing, it's like none of the town knows about it. Kind of like the
Yeah.
same way that they can't tell the color of what you're seeing yourself as. Black,
Yeah,
like
that's it.
you're monochromatic. People don't seem to notice that except you.
Mm-hmm.
And you seem to be talking about this black figure with red eyes, and no one seems to know what it is. And
Okay.
more, you see Bobbin's like sympathetic look as he goes, "You've been through a bit, little one. Take it
Yeah,
easy, eh?"
nah. All right, I will. I will, Bobby. All right. Um, I'm gonna have to chuck a sickie tomorrow. I'm going on a field trip with my friends. All right. Just wanted to make that official.
Uh,
So, if you're gonna look for me tomorrow, I'll probably be out of town.
Wait. How are you and your friends planning to travel?
I mean, hi. It's what youngins do. What can I do about it?
I mean, are you riding a horse or are you walking like idiots?
I mean, hey, it's the it's the four-leaf clover. I'm pretty sure they'll have money to, hire a horse, or
They're
maybe a few of them horses.
they're poor. I'll take off the money for the carriage I'm lending you. Off off work. You'll have to work for me for a month after that, but you'll have a carriage by tomorrow.
Uh, no, I'll just scratch my head and just go. Yeah, yeah, nah. That's a fair income deal, I reckon.
Yeah. To be fair, you're not making much. And a horse is very expensive. The mere fact that I'm letting you only pay it for a month, quite cheap.
Yeah, just nod. All right. Well, look, I'll have to go, Bobbin. I told me, Izzy, that I have to be home before, well, late afternoon. So I think it's getting pretty close to around that time. All right. Happy chatting with you. I'll see you around. Then just wave and just go
You
back
see,
home.
you seem like his eyes are on you as you leave, like,
Mm.
and then, he doesn't really. Ah, bright light, my
Uh,
eyes. Turn it off. Oh my god. Somebody turned on the light and it hurt my eyes. Wait. Okay, so, uh, you more or less leave Bobbin's spot, and
mhm.
do you head back to the house?
Yeah, I'll just head back home at this point. I
Um,
promise, I'm so promise. Okay, go home.
you start to walk uh, towards the usual pathing of the house. And as you do, you suddenly hear a voice in your head.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "Has your mother told you what you are yet?"
Yeah, I'll just stop, just like start, I just freak out, look around, and be like,
By the way, how proficient are you proficient in Arcana?
no, I'm not.
Ah,
Don't
shit.
have
Okay.
time for magics.
Okay, I'll need you to roll for Arcana to try to understand what this is.
Yay! Disadvantage or just normal roll?
Normal.
Yay! Come on!
Come on,
Oh
baby.
no!
Oh no. Um,
9.
9. Um, you don't know why you're hearing a voice in your head. For like you're thinking you're going crazy.
Oh yeah, definitely, I'm going crazy.
You hear the
Actually, first
voice.
step,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, all right, boy, you're fucking losing it. All right, let's just focus on something else and just forget about the fucking nutcase inside my head. And I'm just gonna I'm just gonna keep walking.
You keep hearing it like it goes, Blair, a lovely name. I would have called you Katarina.
Sorry, Mike, I'm not exactly in it for long names. I'd rather have Blair. Thank you very much. I'm just like walking.
For some reason, you're responding to whatever this is, and it seems to be getting your message. And he goes,
Mm-hmm.
to finally see you. It's indeed a pleasure. I have someone to inherit which is mine.
I'll just look up around and then just go. Nah, maybe Linda's put a few, let's just say, moldy wheat bits on me fucking drink today. Yeah, me fucking head thinking about inheritance and shit. Alright, I'm just gonna keep walking forward. Nah, fuck this shit.
Like, fuck this shit up. But yeah, you start to walk. The voice doesn't reply anymore as you seem to be thinking it's just you're just telling yourself it's something else. Um,
Yeah.
you get back home and
Before I step inside and knock the door and all that shit, I am gonna take 10 seconds and just listen. If that I think that's like the best way of describing. I'm just listening. Maybe there's another voice coming. I don't know. Am I
uh,
back to normal, or as far as Blair is concerned, is she back to normal?
you don't hear any responses anymore in your head. You don't hear that very distinct voice.
It's alright. I'll inhale, I'll exhale, and just goes. Ah, it's all of ice. It's all of ice. Alright, it's all in your head. It's all in your head. You need to relax. Need to relax. And then I'm gonna knock on the door.
Um, the door
I'll
opens
just go,
actually.
Mom, easy.
The
Or
door
I'm
opens.
going in. That's it. I just barge in.
You go in and you actually see Izzy has fallen asleep. Um,
Oh,
she kind of fell asleep outside the room where your mother sleeps. She's just like curled up on the floor, like she seems to be like trying to bring a tray out, but she's gotten sleepy, so she just
it's alright. I'll get the tray and put it on the table and just fix her hair and all that stuff, and I'll just go at this bloody kid. And I'm gonna carry her to her room and
like
put the blankets on her so she can actually get a good sleep. And then I'll set the table, do big girl stuff.
yeah. More or less, you hear the mumbling of Isabella as the carrying her. And like he goes, I'm keeping watch, mom. Oh, I'm keeping watch. Like she's mumbling like she's keeping watch.
Sorry, I'll just smirk, laugh a bit, and then do the rest.
All right.
And did she actually set the table or nah? She just fell asleep.
She actually did most of the things. It's just that she seems to have given your mother food. She's actually it's with the half-eaten tray and all. It looks like your mom
Okay,
ate, and your mom
okay,
might be awake, but your sister
yeah,
got
it's
sleepy and
alright.
fell asleep.
If that's the case, I'll put the dishes on, well, the medieval sink, which is the bucket,
All right.
and I'm gonna go look for my mom. Mom, help!
Um,
Mom,
you
I'm
open
looking for my mother.
you open the door to your mother's room, and you actually see that she's sitting upright. There's a blanket over her legs. She's wearing a fresh new dress. Her hands are on her lap, and she seems to be staring at the window.
Alright, I'll just walk close towards her, sit beside her, and just, put my arms around Mom. Just go, you feeling better now?
Perhaps. She's very vague about it.
I mean, is that a perhaps I'm feeling better now, or it's like a perhaps I feel like shit?
Blair, dear,
Yes, mom.
there's something you must know.
I just inhale, exhale. I go, all right. Well, life's full of surprises. Well, I mean, I'm quite endearing when it comes to surprises, especially this die. So come on, let's hear it out.
She slowly turns her head to you and gives like like this very comforting smile. Like, you know, these moments, it's
Mm.
like she's in her college state.
Mm.
And she kind of pats the side of her bed, like as if to tell you to sit.
Yeah, I'm sitting.
She goes, "You are the greatest gift the world has ever given to me.
Thanks, mom.
You were the light during the times of darkness. You were the one that helped me keep going. I'm sorry you have to deal with the shell of a woman for the next few years. I know I have not been well." She kind of trails off and then she slowly moves her hand over to like
Mm-hmm.
put it on top of your hand and goes, "I, I believe I haven't explained, or it seems as if I care not when you start to have an odd uh, when you remember your bad table manners when you were a child. I'm not sure if you still
I
have them now."
sorry. I blush. Blair blushes. Like if she can even blush, but she
I'm
feels like she's blushing.
Yep.
But yeah, she just goes, "Yeah, you didn't have to fucking remind me that, well, you know, past is the past. I've learned from it, alright? I'm not as messy as before. I actually, you know, clean up this time."
Yes. And just today, you've more or less taken a bite of more than you can chew. And then she starts to chuckle to herself. Like,
Blair would nervously chuckle. Yeah, you know, yeah, not sometimes when the freaks get yeah, you just do things.
indeed, simply do things. She tells you that I was an adventurer. Was I was with a group of friends. We were to embark on many adventures together. I was to live a life as one would, freely. And then, like, and you see the squeeze on your hand, and she goes, "The mists. There was something about those mists. I,
I'll just lean closer as she starts speaking about the mist.
you must understand. I could not speak of this. For a moment, I thought it was the past or just some nightmare. But you are the you are the truth, the reality of what has happened.
I'll just like squint my eyes, trying to understand what she's trying to say, and I'm just going, mom, you're not really, going through. I guess
The place of the
I've never,
mists. You've never.
right, the
What?
mist.
Never what?
Right, so in layman's terms, you're saying that the mist, if I go there, I might not come back.
You might not. You may come back, but you might end up like your dear mother.
Yeah, yeah, I just nod. I'm just going, all right, all right. I get it, ma.
You won't be the same person you were when you come in and when you come out. Like I've battled for years of the horror that comes in the mist. The friends I've lost, the lives I've taken, the ghoulish horrors one could not even imagine. I,
Just they're sitting quietly, just taking it in.
I just don't go to the mist, dear. I ask of that. If what we both experienced was any indication, he knows. He knows you exist. And you start to see her space out as she starts to say he, but never exactly saying who that is.
All right, mom. Look, I get it. I'm not gonna go to the mist. I mean, to be fair, I don't really know where the fucking mist. But I need to know who was that bloke. You know, scary man, red eyes, and fucking sinister laugh he is. I need to understand. I need to know. I mean,
Just
I'm
as
the
you were
eldest here.
just as you were starting to ask it, you start to feel like a sharp pain on the back of your hand as you start to see your mother's hand start to dig. You're starting to see that
Ow,
she's
ow, ow.
you start to see that she started to tremble and she's about to have another episode.
I'm gonna stop and drop the topic if that's the case.
Yeah.
I'm
But
just
it's a
gonna hold her
breakthrough.
hand.
You can tell that it's a breakthrough that she's managed to say something as she
Yeah, that's fair.
and you start to see her like start to have a difficulty breathing and
Okay.
she suddenly breaks into tears and starts to look for Lachlan. She says,
Oh
"Where's Lachlan?
no.
Where's Lachlan?
I'm gonna
Where is
grab
he?"
her and I'm going to hug her. Oh no.
Like you said, "It's Lachlan. Where's my boy? Like I need to see my boy." And he just remembers to hear that same lines that she said. She rushed to the mortuary as more or less somebody was able to bring the body back to the town.
Mm.
Um, it and you realize the body that brought the one who brought the body back to town was Bobbin.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So you can basically see a flashback of you seeing Bobbin bring Lachlan back, and your mother pushing to try to see her boy, and she says the same lines as she's saying now, and
Yeah.
she starts to cry and sob, and you start to see that she's kind of like squeezing a lot more harder than she should. Um,
It's alright. I'll let her do it. I'm gonna bite my lip and let her do it.
and she just
But at the
started to
same time, I'm
squeeze.
gonna squeeze her hard so that she doesn't, up and leave.
Yeah, so more or less she's just breaking down. Again,
Yeah,
it's one of
that's
her
alright.
episodes.
I let her do the episode. Um, I'm gonna become her crying pillow.
And more or less, she after her sobs, and you start to see that she's sobbing and more or less shouting for Lachlan, uh, looking for his boy. More or
Mm-hmm.
less, it subsides uh, as she succumbs to sleep once more.
That's
But
alright.
you realize as she succumbs to sleep, she just goes, "Don't enter the mist. Don't look for him. Please don't look for him. He knows you exist." So that's like the last thing she mutters as she falls asleep.
Okay. I'm gonna quietly just put the blankets on her. I'm gonna slowly walk outside to the door and then, just let myself collapse on the floor and cry.
So, um, I would assume you would be taking your long rest after this,
No, not yet. Not
or
yet.
or
I'll
are
just
you
cry for a bit.
cry for for 2 hours?
Yeah,
No
just a
joke.
tiny bit. Nah, just for a tiny bit. Then I'm
Okay.
gonna pull myself together and I'm gonna check on Isabella. Oh no, she heard it. My
Uh,
girl.
you actually check on her. She's still asleep on her bed.
Okay.
She's kind of like, um, you can tell that the situation is emotionally worrisome for her. A lot more like it's for a 10-year-old losing your brother so soon.
Yeah, yeah.
That she's kind of like sleeping it off at the moment.
It's alright. Like, hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna sit down beside her in the bed and just, what do you call this, brush her hair.
Right, and you just see
Give me
her
a sec.
shift.
Cool. Gonna just gently hold her hand and yeah, just squeeze it a tiny bit. The reassuring touch of Emily.
You actually see as you're squeezing Isabella's hand, you see like the nail dig from your mother just recently, like it's marked on your skin.
Mm, that's fair. It's alright. I'll just yeah, I'll continue just doing that for the meantime.
Okay.
And yeah, just you know, keeping touch with the youngest and my only surviving sibling.
Y'all.
Oh
So
no.
um after that, we'll probably do a time skip. Do you actually sleep
Alright.
for the night or
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I'll just go to my room and just sleep.
okay. You take a nice sleep. You uh, close your eyes. So you made sure that everybody had dinner. At least, in terms of your mother, she doesn't seem to have woken up from her. You can tell like the whatever she divulged to you took a lot more than it should. She was not.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't talk about what she's been through, but you have an inkling that your mother had a life before whatever it is that happened to her, and
Yeah.
but she doesn't tell much of what her life was.
Yep.
Like more or less, this is bits and pieces of your mother that you got to know, uh, and you kind of leave food for her. Isabella actually gets to eat, and um, she kind of goes back to sleep again. Uh, she notices the empty room of Lachlan and kind of glances your way, like there's she actually goes to the crate of Lachlan and pulls out um, like a shirt of Lachlan,
Mm-hmm.
and she heads back to her room and just kind of like cuddles with the shirt of Lachlan.
I'm gonna follow her.
Like you can see that
Gonna go to her.
she's starting to sniff, like,
Yeah,
and she's just hugging Lachlan.
it's alright. I'll hug her back like
Uh,
from behind.
and she just goes, "He's not coming back, is he?"
I just smile and I just nod slowly. Nah,
Oh,
nah, you
how,
ain't.
how come we didn't get to see him?
Well, you know your brother. He likes he likes to keep to himself when it's his, private time.
I wish I got to see him again.
I mean, look, just just remember, just think of him when you hold that shirt of his. You know, he may not be here for us when, physically, but you know, Lachlan's alive in our hearts and our minds. That's what's important. I'm sure your brother would hate it if you keep crying, right? You gotta be strong, just like your brother.
Yeah, I guess. He, I was supposed to go with him that day. Would he have
Ah,
lived if I came with him?
well, maybe, you know, sometimes, life throws a little curveball, and things just go different for everyone.
Is it my fault he's dead?
Nah, nah, it ain't. Don't ever blame yourself for that. Nah.
I should have come with him. This was the first time I didn't go with him. We, we
Well,
always.
well, maybe the spirit of Lachlan already planned it ahead. Maybe your big brother had, I don't know, maybe an inkling of what was going to happen, and you know, maybe because of his love, maybe because of how much he cares for you, he just managed to, I guess, manipulate the future.
I
So now
guess.
it's all. So now, all right, Izzy. Now it's our responsibility to, you know, keep on tracking, just keep on going in life. It's it's the best that we can do it for your older brother. I'm sure that he's watching us right now and he's smiling. You know, we'll get through this. Don't worry.
Alright. Alright. And you just see her like shift and hug the shirt, and she slowly falls asleep.
I was gonna ask her if she wants a lullaby.
Uh, she's she kind of seems out of it. Like
Yeah.
usually, usually she'd ask for one,
Mm-hmm.
but given the events today, she is a lot more quiet than usual. But you could still sing to her even if she didn't ask.
I'll just go. Hmm. You know, your brother always liked that Witcher book, right?
What?
That book they always read. What do you call that? The Witcher.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then he always sung that lullaby to you. I mean, he's got an interesting taste. I mean, you both have interesting tastes, honestly. It's a creepy fucking lullaby, but I don't know why you fucking like it.
It's funny.
Alright, I mean, do you want to hear your sister sing?
She looks at you meekly, like from initial like her back turned to you, she shifts to you back, and she kind of nods.
Alright, let's see if I still remember it. And then I'll just pat the bed, be like, come on, girl, sit. Alright, give me a few seconds. And then,
Performance check. Shut up.
Romance check. No, I'm gonna sing it.
Just according to your nature. Let's go.
All right,
What you
Blair.
singing?
I'm pretty sure people who played The Witcher would know this. Well, yeah, Blair's gonna sit up and trying to remember what the four leaf clovers are when you're about to sing. Sits up straight, clears her throat, and then she just goes, "Wolves asleep amidst the trees, bats all swaying in the but one soul lies anxious, wide awake, fearing all manner of ghosts, hangs, and rays. For your dolly Polly sleep has flown. Don't dare let her tremble alone, for the witcher, heartless cold, hidden coin of gold. He comes, he'll go, leave naught behind but heartache and woe. Deep, deep woe. Birds are silent for the night. Cows turned in as daylight died. But one soul I sang just wide awake, fearing all manner of ghosts, hangs, and rays. My dear Dolly Polly, shut your eyes, lie still, lie silent, utter no cries as the witcher, brave and bold, paid in coin of gold. He'll chop and slice you, cut and dice you, eat you uphold, eat you whole. And then Blair just winces at Isabel, and she just goes, "You see, I really don't agree with the message of the song, but if you like it, I'll sing for you, or rather, I'll sing it again for you."
You see her like do a giggle, like when you try to say it's a very like she giggles and then she lets out a yawn, and she goes, "Sing it again, sing it again."
I'll just keep singing until she falls asleep.
Yeah. So yeah, she eventually does. She kind of sings along with you as well, and she kind of moves the shirt like as if Lachlan was singing along with you guys,
Yeah,
even if it's just two voices. But more or less, she falls asleep, and by the time you check, it's quite late. You
it's
more or
time to
less have,
sleep.
yeah, it is time to sleep.
Yeah, I actually follow my 8 hour sleeping pattern.
Yes, because of long rest. So you make your way towards your room, and you
Making my
uh,
way that.
more or less you make your way to your bed. You more or less drift to sleep. Not sure if it's out of fatigue or anything, but you manage to slip into unconsciousness.
Yeah.
As you fall asleep,
Mm-hmm.
you, for a moment, all the memories start to flash back of what happened in the day. Um, like how everything changed since Lachlan's body was found.
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly, you dream of a forest. A
Oh.
forest covered in mist.
Okay.
And in this dream, it's like you're seeing it as like a first person, not like you
Okay.
being in that area. And you actually see Lachlan running out of breath in panic as he runs into the forest, tears streaking in his eyes as he goes.
Can I scream?
You do. You can. You can scream as he
Sure.
goes.
I'll just.
Use what do you scream to him?
Yeah. I'll just go. I Rockline. Yeah. The good old yo, bro.
Yeah.
Follow my voice.
You see, like you see tears. Like you've never seen him so afraid in his life. He's covered in sweat. The clothes are sticking to his body, and he's out of breath. Like he's heavily breathing and he's looking around. And you see something appear behind him, like a silhouette of a towering man. Like it's towering. It's a
Uh
lot taller
oh.
than, and
Need to blow the rape whistle. Brr, brr.
he starts to look around and he starts to see him. And he's like, he goes, Blair, Blair. He's like, is he? Like he's like looking for you guys, and he's in panic.
Yeah.
And suddenly you see like this huge hand covers his entire head and crush
Oh
it.
no.
I need you to make a whiz save.
I was gonna say,
Last
can I roll insanity?
sanity. No,
Yes. Do it.
but no,
All right. We save. We save. Okay.
whiz save.
I'm
It's
good at
fine.
those. +1. Hell yeah. I love it. Come on. Roll me something above a 10. Fuck you. Yeah.
That is the
I'm not
same
coping well. I really am not coping well. Holy shit.
number. You wake up screaming. You're
Yeah, no,
covered in
that's fair
sweat
enough.
because like you literally see your brother's head like squished. Like the
I
only
know.
surviving
Yeah,
thing
I
is your
mean, no.
eyes.
Yeah, he's gonna fucking freak out. Oh. No,
And
yeah, I scream out. Yeah, go lock. Now it's
so
my turn to become crazy, mom.
and I'll actually end the episode there. So, that was a good two
Okay.
hours. So that is the first episode of
Yay.
Alone in the Mist. We end with Blair in a horrible nightmare with Lachlan.
We end with Blair just failing all her fucking wisdom save.
Okay, I will allow physical dice rolls if
Fuck's
you have a
sake.
physical dice. Like I'm okay with
Oh, no,
physical
no, it's
dice.
fine.
Yeah.
It's alright, it's alright. I'll roll online.
Yeah, put it on. But you can use physical if you have. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Let's move to the other scene. Thank you guys so much for joining the first episode of Alone in the Mist. Tune in next Tuesday as we go on the next episode with Blair heading with her friends of
With,
the Four
with Blair.
Leaf Clover as they try to meet the weird
Madam E.
folk. Yes, the weird folk and Madame Evil. Let's see what happens next. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you. Thank you again, Elijah, for the time,
Alright.
even if it's
Short
no,
and
no,
late. It's
short.
okay.
No, it's 2 hours. We actually did 2 hours. It's not bad. Like,
Oh, nice. Fuck,
yeah,
yes.
yeah, we did 2 hours 9 minutes, so it's actually good.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys tune in. And feel free to comment. We'll actually be reading some messages, not not in real time, probably after, so that it doesn't break immersion. But thank you so much for people that dropped by and watched, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday. Bye.
Boy.